students, this is Sagarika Mohanty. Welcome to Business Studies classes. In previous classes, we discussed about the meaning of partnership, its features and merits and demerits. In these classes, we cover the topic that is the partners, types of partners. Let's start our class. So first is active partner. As the name suggests here, the partner is active. That means he is actively take part all the day-to-day activities of the business. And the person is called active partner who contributes the capital, who participate in the management of the firm and also share the profit and losses of the firm and also bear the unlimited liability. And he is also known as working partner. Next is sleeping partner. Sleeping partner is just opposite of the active partner. Sleeping partner is a partner who does not take part in the day-to-day activities of the firm. But he contributes the capital, he also share the profit and losses of the firm, he also bear the unlimited liability, but does not take part in the management affairs because he does not take part the day-to-day activity. For this purpose, he does not take part or participate in the management meeting of the partnership firm. And the other name is sleeping partner is dormant partner. The next partner is secret partner. As the name suggests, that is the secret partner. That means it is kept secret to the general public. A secret partner is the one whose association with the name of the firm are known to the general public. That means its existence as a partner is unknown to the general public. But the features is as like to the other partners which we discussed earlier. So he contributes the capital for the firm, he take part in the management, he share the profit and losses also, and has an unlimited liability with the personal asset can be responsible to recover the business debt. That means he is just like an active partner, but his existence is not shown to the general public. The next is nominal partner. Nominal partner is a partner who allow the use his name and goodwill for the benefit of the firm and can represent it as a partner. That means he use his name and goodwill for the firm and for the benefit of the firm. And the feature of this is he does not invest any capital for the firm because he provide his name and goodwill to the firm, and it also does not share the profit because as he does not invest any capital in the firm, so he does not share any profit of the firm. The next is does not participate in the management. That means he is not actively take part the day-to-day activities, so he does not take part any management meeting. But he bear the unlimited liability because as his name and goodwill is used the firm, so if the business debt arises, so he is also responsible to recover such debt. And the debt is related to the unlimited liability. That means the personal asset can be sold out to recover the business debt. Next is partner by estoppel. So the partner is one who by his word or conduct gives an impression to others that he is the partner of the firm. That means through his any conduct or behavior that third party just imagine that he is a partner of the firm. In this case, he does not contribute any capital, he does not share any profit and loss, he does not take part in the management meeting, but bear the unlimited liability because on the eye of the third party, he is treated as a partner of the partnership firm. The next is partner by holding out. There is a little difference between the partner by the estoppel and partner by holding out. Here the partner is unknown that he is represented as the partner of the firm. But here the partner is known that he is represented as the partnership firm. He is a partner who is represented as a partner. He does not deny such impression despite being aware of the fact. Here is also that the remaining partner of the partnership firm use the name of the other. And the other, that means the third party, is known to the fact that he is represented as the partner of the partnership firm. In this case, he does not contribute the capital, he does not share the profit and loss, he does not take part in the management meeting, but bear the unlimited liability because the partners are used his name is known to him. For this purpose, he is liable to the unlimited liability of the business firm. That means if any business debt arises, then he is also responsible. That personal liability is responsible to sort out the business, to recover the business debt. Let's discuss these two partners through a small example. Here there is a two partner, and one name is A and another name is B. They start a partnership firm. This is a partnership firm. For the day-to-day activity, they want more fund, but they didn't have any fund. For this purpose, they go to a bank and they just talk to the bank manager, and the bank manager doesn't convince their words. So the bank manager doesn't provide any loan to the partners. At the time, they go to the another person. They both, A and B, go to the another person, and his name is C. And C is a reputed person of the city. So he just go to the bank and convince that to provide the loan to A and B. For this purpose, the bank believes that, or imagine that, C is also treated as a partner of the partnership firm. So this is known as partner by estoppel. And who is the partner by estoppel? C is the partner by the estoppel. He acts just like a guarantor in the partnership firm at the eye of the bank. Next is partner by holding out. Same example, two person, that is A and B. So A and B that use the name of C. Another partner that use the name of C in the benefit of the firm. And C also know that his name is used as a partner of the partnership firm. So that means this is known to the C that his name is used as a partner of the partnership firm. But here C is treated as just a guarantor of the firm, and he is not known that he is treated as the partner of the partnership firm. So that is the simple difference of the partnership by estoppel and partnership by the holding out. Let's recall this topic through a small chart, and we understand this topic using a 4 elements, that is capital contribution, participation in the management, share of profit and losses, and last unlimited liability. Let's start. First is active partner. We know the meaning of active partner, that the partner who actively take part all the day-to-day activities of the business firm. So now the question is, can he contribute any capital? The answer will be yes. Can he participate in any management meeting? Yes. Can he share the profit and losses of the firm? Yes. And the liability is also unlimited of this active partner. Next is sleeping partner. We know the meaning that sleeping partner does not take part any day-to-day activities of the firm. Can he contribute the capital? The answer will be yes. Can he participate in the management? The answer will be no, because he does not take part the day-to-day activity, so he does not participate any management of the affairs. But he can share the profit and loss, and it also responsible for the liabilities unlimited. Next is secret partner. The secret partner is a partner who is secret for the public. That means the existence of the partner is unknown to the public. But he contribute the capital, and he also participate in the management, and also participate in the sharing of profit and losses, and the liability is also unlimited. Next is nominal partner. Nominal partner is a partner who use his name and goodwill for the benefit of the firm. Can he contribute any capital? No, because he given as his name and goodwill to the firm only. Can he participate in the management? The answer is also is no. And he cannot share any profit and losses of the firm. But the liability is unlimited because he gives his name and goodwill to the firm. The next is partner by estoppel. Partner by the estoppel means through any behavior or conduct of the person, that the third party just imagine that he is a partner of the firm. For this purpose, he is also does not contribute any capital. He does not participate in the management meeting. he does not share any profit of the losses of the firm, but the liability is unlimited because on the eye of the third party that he is also partner of the firm. And the last is partner by holding out. Partner by holding out means the person, that means the third party is known to that he is treated as a partner of the firm. Here he is also not contribute any capital. He is also not participate in the management meeting. He also does not share any profit and loss, but he is responsible for the unlimited liability. So these are the basically the types of partner. Hope you guys understand this topic. After discussing the types of partner, let's discuss the types of partnership firm. So the partnership firm is categorized into two major categories. One is on the basis of duration and another is on the basis of liability. Or we can say that the division is according to the time period. Duration means time period, or liability means burden. That means it is categorized on the basis of time period and on the basis of burden. So on the basis of duration, the partnership can be divided into two categories, that is partnership at a will and particular partnership. And on the basis of burden, it is also categorized into two, subdivided into two parts, that is general partnership and limited partnership. Let's discuss this one by one. First we discuss partnership at will. Will means its personal interest. So the life of partnership depends upon the will of the partner. That means it depends upon the personal interest of the partners. That means if they want to continue the business, then the business can be continued for the longer period, and if they want to stop the business, then the partnership firm is dissolved as per their consent of all the partners. Next is particular partnership. As the name suggests, that is a particular partnership. That means the partnership is for the specified purpose, or we can say that the partnership business is related to a specified project, a particular project. So the partnership is dissolved automatically at the expiry of fixed period or completion of the project. So in particular partnership, the partnership business is dissolved after the completion of the project. The best example is seasonal business. And the seasonal business is like Rakhi, Holi, crackers, etc. So that means after these festivals completed, then its partnership business is also completed. The next is on the basis of liability. So on the basis of liability, one is general partnership. General partnership means which were already discussed this. So in general partnership, what happened, that all the partners are actively take part the management meeting, and all liability is unlimited. And limited partnership means that is what used in limited. That means at least one partner liability is unlimited and the rest of partners are limited liability. That means the person who have unlimited liability, he actively take part the management meeting of the business. But those person who have limited liability, he does not enjoy the participation in the management meeting. So these are the basically your types of partnership firm. So this is all about our today's class, where we covered the two new topic, that is types of partner and types of partnership. Hope you guys understand this concept, and if you have any doubt, then you can write in the comment box. Thank you for watching me.